Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
And this video has been brought to you by racism. Racism is accepted wherever true Americans are.
You're out of business. Yeah, you are. I've been in Cashapp for 55 years. And my grandmother. And my grandmother before that. So you can actually say 200 years. You want to have Spanish on your TV?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Because you're not American, dude. I will look you up and get you out of our town. Okay? Give me my money back. I'm not giving my money to some illegal immigrant. I don't care. Then you gotta have some. You're in America. You're supposed to learn English. You got Spanish. Well, then you got Spanish on your TV. That's a fuck you to Americans, dude. My father was a World War II veteran. Okay, his friends and family died. So you can sit here right now and make money, and you're gonna do this kind of shit. Give me my money back. Give me my money back right now. I want my money back. Okay? You don't understand. You're too young to have any kind of respect. No, you don't. You don't understand. You're an ignoramus, is what you are. You're an ignoramus. Ignoramus. You're young and you're fucking stupid. Give me a credit. I don't want your food. I want a credit for my money right now. And believe me, I will check it. Okay? I'm a CPA, certified accountant. You probably even know what that means, do you? And she's videotaping me. Yeah,
because you're racist. You're racist. Yes,
no,
you are.
You're a victim.
You're racist.
You're a victim.
I'm not a victim.
You're a victim.
I'm not.
No, I'm an American.
No, you're a racist. You're a
racist.
racist.
You're a victim.
You're a
You're
racist.
the racist.
No,
You're
I'm not
the
racist. I'm not over here trying to get my money back because you're
this
shopping at a pizza shop.
I'm just asking
No
for
one
a
can.
credit back. You're the racist. I can do this with my phone too. I can do the same thing.
Show everybody that you're racist.
You're the racist. I'm going to film you right now. And I got 4,000 followers.
This is our first Karen. Oh my God.
I've been here. I've been in Hasbro over 100 years.
So you're going to share with everybody that you're racist?
No.
Yeah.
You're racist,
no.
honey. You're racist. Very racist. I won't.
Why don't you keep saying what you were just saying, though? Why don't you just keep videotaping what you were just saying to everyone?
I would like a refund because you all, I'm at Amy's and I am being bullied by these people.
Bullied?
Yeah, I'm being bullied by these people at Amy's.
I have everything on video.
Because I am white, they are videotaping me.
I'm white too.
They are videotaping me because I am white. See them? They're calling me a racist because I am white.
No. We're calling you a racist because you're racist.
I am not Mrs. Blue Hair. I am not racist. I am not racist.
You know your colors?
I am at Amy's in Hatboro, and I am being videotaped because I am white, and they want to call me racist. I am simply asking for a refund because their food is terrible.
You said that you want a refund because you played Spanish on a TV.
I want a refund on my credit card. I want a refund on my credit card, so therefore I am racist. I'm at Amy's in Hatboro, Pennsylvania. I want a refund on my credit card, and they are calling me racist because I am white, and none of them are white. And she started videotaping me. I asked you, why aren't you giving me a refund on my credit card? Why won't you do it? I asked you 15 minutes ago to give me a credit on my credit card. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you giving me a credit on my credit card? Why? I don't want your food. I don't want your food. Why won't you give me your credit on my credit card? You're calling me racist because I am white. Why? I'm waiting. I got my card right here. Right here. Right here.
What's going on, man?
Hi. Hi. I know you. Okay. I'm asking.
Now, what I want to say is shout out to the hardworking Spanish speaking Americans that are directly in here in the United States of America. Shout out to the great food that you guys just so happen to make. The parts of the music and the different parts of the culture that you just so happen to bring here, right? Because I enjoy it. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, some of y'all food, ooh, it is great. It is a chef's kiss. Let me tell you. Sometimes I would order it continuously throughout the week. Now, the thing I want y'all to understand is this: I've covered a lot of times before where you would have those of the past, right, that have started organizations into making those who are Spanish speaking. I want to say somewhere around like the 1940s, they wanted to make sure that they were considered white, right? And I covered that in the video before. Now I'm just trying to figure out how does this play directly into that? Because you, in a sense, have people that came before you that made sure to, in a sense, put you in a position where you would be side by side so that you would, in a sense, be considered equal, right? If you technically think about the civil rights era, that was what it was, right? So the blacks were separated directly from the whites, correct? While everybody else is with the white people, correct? So I'm just trying to make sure people understand where I'm going with this. So now we're at a point in time, this is 2023, and no matter the strides and all of the things that you guys happen to do here, no matter how much it is shown that you guys are hard workers, that when you come here, you will find or get whatever job. Sometimes it might even be 3 jobs, and you will work those to the bone with lack of sleep, lack of eating, potentially lack of being able to spend time with your family, just so that you can get the things that are needed so that you can sustain and supply your family and your household, or maybe family back home, with the things that they need. And you're doing all of that just to get this. This woman literally came into their establishment or into a restaurant of which they are working in, decided to have a problem, wanted to Karen out, and wanted to stay. Oh, I'll sit up there and look you out. Huh, your business is going to be closed, buddy. And then she wanted to state all of these things, right? Just off of the instance because she's ignorant. And this is what you will find out about a lot of Americans who are Caucasian in America. If you're doing something that is vastly different, that they can't interpret, that they don't understand, they're automatically going to have an immediate problem. And this is what they like to do, especially if they're Caucasian, because they're the ones that state that, oh, we founded this country, we've been here. You saw how she gave the whole spiel. Oh, I've technically been here for about 200 years. 200 years. Because she wanted to add the amount of time that she's been there, and then her great grandmother and all that other. I'm like, you're doing way too much. You're doing way too much. And then you saw how she tried to give a history lesson. My grandfather fought for this country so that you can do X, Y, and Z and da da da. This is what they normally like to do. This is a tactic that they like to do. They like to make it seem as though that they're the only ones that go out here fighting for something that is meaningful. Notice how she didn't want to mention the Black American men who left their families, lost their lives, and fought in a lot of these wars side by side with her great grandparents or relatives. And she didn't want to talk about how a lot of those armies, those platoons, or whatever you want to call it, were separated. So even though they were fighting the same war on an equal, battlefield, it still wasn't equal amongst the same people who are coming from the same country. Like I said, she stated that she's been here for 200 years. I promise you, this is not the first instance of her deciding that she wanted to go on a type of racist rant such as this. This is not her first time, because this is woven into the fabric of her family. Remember, 200 years. They stated that Black people were enslaved in this country for 400 years. So her parents were here for half of that. What were they doing? I can promise you they weren't trying to free nobody. They weren't trying to fix anything. They were letting everything be what it's going to be. That's the attitude that she's showing clear cut at this moment in time. And then once she noticed that she was getting recorded, this is another thing that Caucasian Americans like to do. After they start spitting all of this venom on one person or on a group, they notice that they're getting recorded, and then their brains freeze. The hamster falls off the wheel. And then she was like, I could do that too. Let me get out and start recording. And this is when they start shifting the narrative. So what did she do? She was like, oh, I'm here at this restaurant and such and such, and I'm just trying to get my money back, and they won't give it back to me because I'm white and they're racist. That was what she kept spinning with the whole time. Notice how she didn't want to record the whole conversation where she was stating all of the things of, oh, how she has ownership of the land. This is her country. Her people fought for this. You have no right to speak Spanish. I have Spanish on the TV. You're not American. You're not this. You're not that. Notice how she didn't want to record any of that. She must have thought in her mind that none of that got recorded and that the girl in the back just started recording. So she thought she was safe. So she thought that she was going to be able to record, quote unquote, her story and put it directly online, hoping that some Republicans on Twitter or whatnot would catch on to it and basically spin it out there like that to try to get the business inevitably closed down. This is why it's important to show both sides of history. Because if you only rely on one person's side, you're not getting the full story. The full story came by way of the young lady that was behind the counter recording the whole interaction. The whole interaction. Because remember, you saw what the guy was doing directly at the register. She was like, hey, I want my money back. He sat up there and, redid the transaction, whatever. He had the money in his hand. She was like, no, I want the credit back on the card. What? Just take the money, go to the bank, put it into your account, and then transfer that money to the card. It's that simple. It's not difficult, but she wants to be difficult. If you realistically just wanted to come there to buy something, next time use a different type of card. Next time use Apple Pay or Google Pay. There's a lot of digital pay that you can just so happen to use just so you can do that. And then on top of that, it was a few dollars that they were basically giving her. It wasn't even like they were giving her thousands of dollars back. It was probably like less than $50. And she was like, no, I don't want the physical bills. But I want the credit back. Put it digitally. Making a whole bunch of nothing out of nothing. And the problem is a lot of this does not get showcased on social media by people like this. It doesn't. Like I said, everybody out there that's able to, that's a part of the Spanish speaking culture in America, or even if you speak Portuguese, whatever it is, no matter where you come from, y'all need to start recording the incidences like this that take place. Because the main thing that's always stated in America is like, oh, America's different. We're not this. We're not that. These types of things don't happen. Racism isn't here. It's just a made up story. That was in the past, when clear cut it's not. It's not.